John Gaydon here in beautiful Estes Park once again. Just thought I'd tell you a little bit about my business background, because I started out, well, it's quite a long time ago now, but I started out as a trainee technician learning about communications. Interesting that I'm in communications now, but that's what I did. And I had quite a lot of achievements in life, actually. I was the only person in my group of trainees to be selected to work in the brand new international computerised telephone exchange in Australia, and I was actually involved in the commissioning of that. In actual fact, at the time I was one of 3 people that could get it working if it ever stopped, and the computer used to reset sometimes. I mean, the computers in those days was a huge big rack of relays and electronic gadgets. It was the size of a football field, I suppose. No, it wasn't that big, but it was a big room full of computers, and it didn't do anything near what a little laptop can do today. But it was quite complex. So I did that, and then I went overseas for 3 years travelling, and I came back and I got into the typesetting business, and I ended up at the age of 30 as operations manager of a large printing equipment company in charge of 140 staff. And I did pretty well there. I managed to develop, along with a computer software company, a computerised system to track all of the service jobs, and it was one of the earlier ones. And my boss described it as one of the most effective computer systems they had in the company. And when I left there, he gave me a beautiful reference saying I was one of the most innovative people he'd come across. I also developed in that company a service contract business that went from 0 to $3 million in about 3 years. We made our service division a profitable part of the business. I got into personal development, and I thought, this is a wonderful idea. And I thought, I am going to do my own thing. I'm going to get away from this corporate world. I don't really like it. I was doing very, very well, but it really wasn't me. When I found out who I was, I thought, I'm a person, I'm an individual. I like to have freedom. I like to travel. I like to do what I want when I want. And that's really what set me on the path to where I am now. I left work for a while, and I got another work in a scientific instrument company. And I worked there for about 4 years. And 1 year in particular, they decided that they were going to give me, as the state service manager, commission on everything I earned in terms of profit. Well, that was the year I turned the whole division around. When I went there, there were jobs that had been sitting there for 9 months. There were dozens and dozens of machines lying all over the office, and a lot of them belonged to customers, would you believe, and they were just jobs that hadn't been completed. It was an absolute shambles. So I pulled all that together, got everything back up to date. I confronted all of these difficult customers and talked to them and got everything back under control. And then the year that they gave me the extra commission, I had an absolute blinder. I'd had a job at a huge wheat silos down in Port Kembla in Wollongong, south of Sydney, and I actually got that project completed, which was an absolute mess when I started. And the company Transfield, which is one of the biggest construction companies in Australia, paid us $30,000 for all the work, because in the end I showed them that it was actually them who were at fault. So that was pretty neat. And things went really well. I also started a service contract business, just like I had at the other company, and that was going pretty well as well. And then the company decided to downsize, and they slowly but surely deconstructed all of my area of business. They made me national manager for a while, and yeah, anyway, so I left there and moved on and started doing my own thing. So I've done pretty well in the corporate world. I've learnt a lot. I did work in typesetting as well in the printing industry for years, so I learnt a lot. I worked with newspapers, I worked in commercial printers, production houses and things like that. So I was around those people, and that taught me a lot about advertising and marketing, and about how to actually go about doing print media, and that has been invaluable for me in what I'm doing now. Yeah, so I did really well in the business world. I had a good time with it, but I can tell you I'm having a lot better time now that I'm working for myself and doing my own thing, and running around the world, seeing all the beautiful sights, knowing that my business grows while I'm away. The MLM customer acquisition system is designed to teach you everything you need to know to successfully market network marketing products on the internet. You're going to benefit from my many years of experience and learn all the techniques I have used to create a six-figure income marketing products online. If you're interested in finding out more about this course, I suggest you fill out the form, Come Fly With Me, on the blog, and then I will keep you informed as developments unfold. We're currently creating the course right now, and it's due for release early in 2010. This is a really exciting thing for me, and I know that once you understand how this works and you use the techniques, you're going to be extremely happy and excited with your life as well. So go ahead, fill out the form, and then you'll be informed of other videos that I'm producing. And I'm sure that from this site you're going to learn a lot more about how to be successful in network marketing. And once the course is released, you can learn the gritty details of how to build your business using the internet.